So welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another FIFA 23 video. We're going to be going over a couple of things today regarding career mode. Don't worry, that is going to happen. I mean, I'll probably do it over the weekend, and then once that starts, the reason why I'm not starting it, because once I start it, I'm just going to go for it. I don't want to do like one episode, wait a week, another, no. We got to sit down and just play, you know, episode after episode. So I don't want to just do a stop, start. This time we get it going and that's it. But anyway, today's video, I want to talk about FIFA 23, of course, more. And I am going to label this FIFA 23 isn't for everyone or something like that, because it isn't. And I'm going to explain all of it in today's video. But before we get into that, I wanted to show you this video of me playing. Right. First of all, ignore the aggregate score. I got absolutely spanked. 5-1. Look at that. Against Liverpool. Because I was playing on full manual. Okay? On world class. So we're playing on world class. This is the settings I am using. And I will say, and I'm going to talk about it in the video anyway, but full manual or playing on manual with football games, if you want the ultimate, most realistic experience for a football game, you have to turn off all the assists, even in FIFA 23, because it's actually doable as long as they don't start patching it. The first patch did come out, by the way, and they didn't touch the gameplay, which is madness for EA. It could just be a one-off. I really hope they don't patch the game, and if they are going to patch it, then you know what? Patch it the right way and fix the bugs. Don't touch the game speed. Don't touch the dribbling animation speed. Just tighten things up. Anyway, this is what I'm playing on. So if you wanted to play full manual, this is the settings I recommend. You put through pass assistance on manual. If you put this on semi, the game kind of does a lot for you. Turn it off. Don't let the game help you. Do it yourself. So put that on manual. I hide the trainer. I've actually turned on timed finishing. It's helping me score more goals. So I do recommend. I don't like time finishing, but I thought I'd try and learn it. So I'm going to try and learn it a lot more. But I have scored some nice goals with it on. Next player and all that stuff is up to you. I do put pass block assistance on. I mean, you've got to have some sort of assistance with how quick the AI can be. This is all optional to you. I like to just put it on air balls, on loose balls. Low move assistance, or you could turn it off. I just put it on. Why not? Directional assistance for the clearance. Then we have player lock, switching, and all that. I do classic right stick switching. I've got it on classic. Then we've got player relative to the ball, and all. That's optional as well. If you want to do ball relative, it might be easier. But for me, I don't know. I prefer knowing which way I'm going to switch depending on which player I am. You know what I mean? But it's up to you. And then once you get into the fun stuff, we've got manual ground pass, manual shot assistance. Cross assistance, by the way, is meant to be broke on manual. That was what Matt Tenslet said on the whole, you know, sliders and stuff. They said that cross assistance is broken on manual. So I've put it on semi. The rest of it, as you can see, manual. Assisted saving, because who really cares? I'm rarely ever going to be the goalie. I've turned off analog sprint because I just don't feel it's needed, because sometimes the players don't sprint when they need to. And then we've got late pass receiver lock, enhanced vibrations. We're on the PlayStation 5 version here, and I've turned on the trigger effect. I like to have the resistance personally for myself, so yeah, that's kind of what we're going for. So we're going to watch the match. You're going to watch this in the background. I'm going to talk about why FIFA 23 might not be for everyone, because look, I've put out a lot of FIFA videos this week, and a lot of it, by the way, defending here was terrible. Yeah, you're going to see my defending at times is shocking, because I've changed my controls, so I'm still kind of memory, you know, the old muscle memory sometimes doesn't click. But just watch the manual gameplay, and we'll talk about it later, but it's actually doable. And as I said, we're playing on world class against Liverpool, so yes, they are going to be high pressing me a lot, but you can still ping it around. And the reason why I say manual's a great option, I love that as well. And this is the thing I was talking about the whole animations, like, because they've added thousands and thousands of animations, EA, and they're not lying about this. I've seen it. I mean, not thousands of them, but I've seen new animations, and I'm sure we're going to see more and more and more. But like things like this, like watch Richarlison. I thought I'd try and dupe out the AI here, right? And now cut back quickly and pass it, but watch Robinson's reactions. Spot on. Fantastic. Gets on with it. Nice to see. There you go. Anyway, Let's talk about this more, right? So, this is what's happened. The first time FIFA 23 came out, I played a match, right, on slow, and it was all over the place. And that's why I said, oh gosh, we're back with the same old FIFA. Well, then I'll put it back to default, and then the sliders came into the equation, and I'm not going to lie, this is the most enjoyable experience I've had on FIFA in, I don't know, probably a decade, to be honest, because I really haven't got into it because the gameplay's always just kind of been meh. They've toned things down, they've slowed things down, and that's why I've been enjoying it more. I think what's happened with me is I was expecting this game to be completely and utterly pants. The same rubbish as kind of FIFA 22. Not to say FIFA 22's rubbish. It got better at times, FIFA 22, but let's be honest. Here we go. Debatable goalkeeping, though, isn't it? I had goalkeepers at 65. I don't know what Hugo Lloris is playing at. Yeah, he did get this right into the side netting, and they've worked it well. But the goalies are a little bit hit and miss, which is fine. You know, I'll accept the randomness on these matches because it does make them more interesting. And I think as I've got older, I've kind of just stopped caring as much about, like, oh, this needs to be right and this needs to be right. We're not going to get the perfect football game, folks. It doesn't exist right now. So we're just playing what we can. But anyway, what I was saying, I think what's happened there is when I first started playing FIFA 23, I wasn't expecting much. And I've actually come to grips with this game is a lot better than I originally thought it was going to be. And it is down to the fact of the animations they've added, the slower dribbling, the slower pace of the game. The AI does seem to be a lot smarter now. They're not just playing tick-attack and nonsense all over the place. They are actually trying to play football. There is still problems. They still exist. Don't get me wrong, they do. It's still the same FIFA physics and animations, as in they are going to be skating at times and gliding. This is not a different engine. So people that come in and say, oh, it still looks skatey. Yes, it does, because it is still based on the same engine that EA have been using for, well, I don't know, God knows how long now. So that's why I say this game is not for everyone. If people come into my channel, right, and they're asking me, what's online like? Should I play it for online? No idea. Don't ask me about online. I don't really play it. I don't like playing the human people. That was unlucky. That was a decent manual move, you know? It can happen. But I don't like playing online. So asking me what online's like, waste of time. Offline, that's where I will come into the equation, because I've done the Master Leagues and the career modes, and you guys have all seen that. And ultimately, I do prefer a more realistic Master League or career mode as opposed to the default gameplay that's very fast and arcadey. I don't like that. So that's where it will depend on what you want to play, what you enjoy. If you want to play this game purely for online, I don't know if it's that much different to FIFA 22 because it's a faster pace. You can't change the sliders. Nothing will happen when you change sliders and then head online. But for offline, I can see this game being really enjoyable, really quite a good experience. And, you know, you're going to have a little bit of drama. You're going to have some crazy matches. There'll be some good goals. As long as they don't fanny about with the patches down the road and start speeding things up and changing this and changing that. So that's why I say this game is not for everyone. If you're coming from FIFA 22, right, and I'd say you enjoyed career mode, I do think you're going to enjoy this game. Okay, if you're coming from FIFA 22, I would say FIFA 23 is worth picking up. If you play FIFA 22, you didn't really enjoy it a whole lot, you thought it was a bit samey, and you don't really want to play realistic football, you know, as in like turning off the assists, playing on, you know, maybe manual or even semi, then this game probably won't do it for you, and you're just going to be saying, oh, I can't get into it. Yeah, that's very, very possible. So, yeah, don't necessarily take everything I say to you folks as 100%, you know, the truth, because everything in the world is kind of subjective. My opinion can very much differ to your opinion. The reason I play without assist, generally, I don't like playing with assisted, is you're not going to see anywhere near as much of the randomness happening with assisted as you are when you turn them off. And that's what I did last year. And it's also in this video I'm going to ask you guys what you think I should play on when I do start a career mode. Last year, or not you last year, a couple of years ago, right? PES 21. I decided I was going to turn off all the assists and play full manual. Full manual passing, through passes, and shooting. And honestly, shooting was the hardest part. I was awful, folks. Absolutely, once again, just getting carved wide open by Liverpool. But that's really what would happen, let's be honest. I got absolutely owned. You guys remember it if you watched my Master League, the first few months of PES 21. All over the place. I was learning the ropes. I was trying to find my feet. It was a bit of a grind. But I enjoyed it. And eventually it clicked. And on full manual, I think we ended up winning, you know, a whole bunch of trophies. I scored some wonderful goals. And the risk and reward factor is what kept me coming back for more. Right, let me quickly just fast forward this. I don't really know if we made it. I think we made a few changes at half-time here. You know, going into the tactics, messing around with the boys. Let's see. All right, let's just get into the second half. So we're going to move into the second half. But yeah, played manual on PES 21. Then I learnt the ropes and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I really feel like if EA do not patch this game and they don't mess things up, I have no problem with possibly doing a full manual career mode and putting it on probably world class. I think playing on legendary on full manual will be so frustrating, and that's why I'm asking you guys what you want to see. Look at that for a pass. Shocking, but you know what, it happens. And watch Allison here. He didn't just boot this like a moron. He actually played a simple pass, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the AI are smarter this year, so you can play these really enticing, interesting, engaging matches that is back and forth. There's never been a ton of midfield in FIFA, and I think that's still, you know, a thing that they can work on. You do want to have a little bit of a midfield battle, not just back to front, back to front. It gets a little bit too much. But you can see they're working it around, and I think, yeah, world class may be an option to start with on career mode. We put it on full manual, and then once we get better at it, we can crank it up to legendary and kind of go from there. Trying to score a goal there, but it didn't happen. But this is the thing, right? It's up to you what you want, okay? I can't play this game for you. My opinion might differ to your opinion. So for me, I like more realism. I like things to be a challenge and turn off those assists. So I would recommend, this is what I would recommend personally for myself. If you want a proper, realistic, more sim-type experience on FIFA, turn off those assists. Here, have a look at this move. Nice bit of play here. Here comes Son. Go on, Son, hit it. Oh, you know what I did? I did the time finishing, and I embarrassed myself there. So that's why, yeah, sometimes you get it right, and sometimes you do that. But yeah, put it on manual, folks, and give it a go. Honestly, give it a go, because what happens, as I keep mentioning, I always do this, I mention the same thing 1,000 times. When you turn off assists, okay, the game doesn't hold your hand. So in turn, you're going to see more mistakes happen from yourself, which will in turn probably cause the CPU to make more mistakes as well. And you just see such a different match. And that's what I've been seeing, and I've been enjoying it. And the reason why I didn't previously go towards manual was mainly, it wasn't down to myself not being able to pass. It was down to playing against the AI and them not making any mistakes and playing this tick-a-tacker style of football. I'm not seeing it as much this year. You guys have watched plenty of my videos now. Are you seeing the AI play this ting, 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 ting all over the shop? No, look, they're taking a touch. They're trying to work it forward. You will see it at times, especially on Legendary. You know, world class, not so much. And obviously, yes, it does depend on what team you are facing. The top teams are going to make less mistakes, than the lower teams. Ooh, good save from Lloris there. But yeah, we got quite dominated in this match, and it was a real challenge. But you know, we are taking on Liverpool. Look at the aggregate score. 7 goals to 1. And I did play the previous match of this on Fuma as well. That's why it was that bad. But I don't know what happened there between the two boys. Let me see this real quickly. I think they both ran into each other here. Look. Right there. They got stuck together. So, yeah, there's still problems with FIFA, folks. Okay, I am not stating and clarifying that FIFA 23 now is the game of all games. Every bug has been fixed. The new engine is amazing. No, because A, it's not a new engine. The bugs are still there. and you are going to see problems. When you slow things down and you look at things in like really, really slow-mo, the game can look a mess. But, you know, how many times are you going to do that? You've got to just look at that for a pass. Shocking. Once again, you're playing on manual. It's a risk and reward. Another reason why... They are missing chances as well, which is good. But another reason why I really think manual's a great idea is you completely... And look at that again. Another shocking thing, but actually Dyer did well there. You completely change your perception of how you're playing a game. The game doesn't hold your hand, so you have to think before you play that through pass, before you play that long switch, is it worth it? Look at this play from Son, absolute class, and then the pass was pants. But I'm actually really liking Son's player ID as well. I think they've done a really good job of it. But what manual does to you folks is it makes you play like you're actually playing a match. Do we go for the switch? Or do we play it simple and not take that risk? But if you don't take that risk, maybe you're not going to create the chance. And that's what I like to do. I completely play different when I'm playing on manual as opposed... I don't know what I was doing there. Look at this for a miss. The biggest, worst miss of the season from Jordan. Embarrassed himself there. Yeah, this was literally probably my second, third manual game, but... so don't hold too much judgment of how badly I'm playing. I did play a lot better after this. But, you know, it's a grind. It's going to take a bit of practice, but you will start to just think about playing matches a lot more differently than you would when you stick it on assisted, and the game is literally just doing everything for you. Here we go again, working it forward. A chance of the old outside of the peg. That was actually a decent time finish, but straight at Allison. But yes... Yes, folks, there's a lot of quality in this game, but like I said, it's not going to be for everyone. And kind of to just summarize, right, if you enjoyed FIFA 22, no question, if you enjoyed FIFA 22, you are going to really enjoy this game because of the hypermotion tech that's been enhanced a little bit more. Obviously, you know, the power shots help out as well. I mean, look at that for a switch. Not bad. Start again, you know, just play football, ping it about. If you're playing online, I'm not the guy to ask. I will say that. I'm not the guy to ask. Look at that header. Unlucky. We had some chances. You'll look at the match stats after this and see this game was actually relatively even. But yeah, online, don't ask me. I don't know. I don't play it enough to really warrant any kind of opinion about it. But I'm sure it's very similar to last year. But then obviously you've got extra things like moments. That's a new thing that's been added to foot. But offline, I really do right now recommend this game. And if you want a proper sim-type way to play, and it's not proper sim, you know, it's still not eFootball level of gameplay. I'm not saying that. I still think eFootball has more of a sim approach. But if you do whack this on manual, maybe world-class, you can have some really, really interesting games. And certainly I've had some really fun times over the last couple of days playing this game. So there we have it. And there is the shot count. Have a look at that. 10 shots apiece. They obviously doubled my passes completed. But 50-50 possession. I didn't feel like I was getting abused by Liverpool. I did in the first leg, as you can tell. 5-1 on the first match. But there we have it. There we have it. Let me know. I want you guys to let me know if you watch the whole video. Thank you. What you want me to play on. Do you want me to play career mode on manual, which we certainly can do? Or do we play on kind of semi? Do you want to see me get more frustrated? Or do you want to have more goals? You got to let me know. But until next time, subscribe for more. That's kind of my 2 cents about FIFA 23. As I say, it's not for everyone. But I'm having fun with it because I wasn't expecting FIFA 23, I think, to be anyway half decent. So I think that's what's happened. I'm shocked more than anything else than praising the game. Anyway, till next time, subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts and take care.